down the spine. Here's where our fresh water comes into play. Turn that on and you just run your finger down that bloodline and just flush him right out. Clay Roberts, KastKing Pro Team. Just finished trout fishing. Part of an additional video we'll be doing a bit later. I wanted to go through a little setup that I have here real quick on a little fish cleaning station that you'll have running right out of the back of your pickup. Of course, you got to have your cooler. You got to get those fish on ice ASAP as soon as is possible to have them good for the table. A little cutting board, sharp knife, fresh water. You probably don't want to use the lake water. Fresh water, running water, and this is a bag that's holding the fish. It's just our bass bag and a little trash bag. Don't like throwing the entrails into the lake like you see so many people do. I don't think it hurts anything. The crayfish eat them, everything eats them, but it's just kind of unsightly. It's usually at the ramp. So bring a bag, dispose of them properly. It's a quick setup for cleaning fish. On the go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna very quickly, we got some little planter trout here that we caught today that we're gonna take home and cook up. Here's how it goes, real quick. Learned this as a kid. I don't see many people doing this. Usually they try to fillet them or something, but we start at the vent and we're just gonna cut all the way up the belly, right to there. In through the chin. Basically, that's what would be the tongue on a trout. Little cut there. So I'm going to use that as kind of a handhold. I'm going to grab the trout by the jaw. And I'm just going to peel it all down. And there's all the entrails. The trout, throwing those away into a bag. And all we have left is a bloodline down the spine. Here's where our fresh water comes into play. Turn that on and you just run your finger down that bloodline and just flush him right out. Got good fresh water. And he's almost ready for the skillet. We'll have some more prep when we get home. There is a freshly cleaned Rocky Mountain rainbow trout. So we're back at the KastKing kitchen. Here's our next step in the prep. Just got back from the lake. We're going to rinse the fish off. Trout, you see how shiny they are? We have to descale. Here's how we descale. A not real sharp knife, but not a butter knife. But just something you can scrape with, and we're going to scrape from the tail to the head. And you can see the fish start to get dull. Running water, you want some running water, wash the scales off. So see the difference? That's what you want. You go through the whole fish that way. It doesn't take long. Just scraping. See the scales coming off. That's pretty much one side. You're not going to eat this, but it's just better to do. Here we go again. Whoop. We're going to do this to all the fish, so I got my finger inside the cavity, kind of to give support so that I can just scrape. That's it pretty much. Anything you see shiny, you just scrape it off, wash it off. And that is a descaled trout, basically, that is ready for the frying pan if you did want to cook it this way, but we have some more preparation steps for what we're going to do. Rinse it all off. We put it in an ice bath, a little bit of salt water for a little while. Just till you're ready to freeze it or cook it. You could do overnight as long as you don't have too much salt.